So I was just capturing all of the random melody ideas that I have in my notes or in my camera roll or in my voice memos. A lot of the time I'll get ideas and they'll be really big and this grandiose thing in my head, and the only way I have to capture them at the time is just like humming them or da 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 da, you know. And so I've compiled quite a list of just random things that'll pop in my head, and some of them are things I've heard before, but for some reason I get those random moments of like, oh, I need to put this into something. And that's kind of where I was sifting through and just figuring out what they were, and then actually labeling and saying, okay, this is this built around this, just so I have a better idea in the future, so I don't lose any, because some of them might actually be decent and I'd like to keep them, or some of them I'm finding I'm starting to build upon. So just preparing for whenever I'm ready to write. Oh man, it feels good to be caught up with my videos. I got behind this weekend, and so basically every day I had 2 videos to edit, and I had a really hard time trying to catch back up. And so now I'm finally back on the pace where I just have to edit yesterday's video and upload it. So feels good. I'm sure this weekend I'll probably have a hard time keeping up again, but I'm gonna try, take what I learned and do a better job as to not put so much pressure on myself. So I'm gonna get that edited, and then by that time it'll probably be lunch time. We'll think about something to eat. Alright, we made some good progress on that front. Got 2 days from now's video uploaded, and got some other stuff figured out. So, story, because you guys may not understand this. My girlfriend's dad is my team lead. He's the lead broker of the team that I'm on in real estate. And he's the guy that kind of got me into it and has helped me tremendously through it. And ever since I took my license out of escrow, I haven't had access to the Zillow leads. And we've been trying to figure this out for the past like 5 months. And I swear, my Zillow status is gonna be his undoing, because they're still not, I still don't think they're working, and so we're trying to figure it out. And I feel bad, because like I don't know what to do. I just thought they weren't coming through, but maybe they haven't been working again. But I keep trying to get these leads. It's so frustrating, because they come through to everybody, and you have to get them really quick, and I've just not been quick enough. I'm gonna keep trying. I got my phone ready just in case. But I'm grabbing some Panda now because I think I earned it. Because I went to the gym and I showered and I'm working on stuff. I've never been somebody to say, oh, I think I've earned this, but I need to eat and it sounds good, so that was my nice way of saying it. Can I please get a bowl with the orange chicken and chow mein? And that'll be it. Thank you. Okay, I'm on my way to pick up a couple things at Target, and then we're going to family dinner. And it's been a while since the last time I saw you, because I came home and ate my Panda, enjoyed the hell out of it. And then I spent 2.5, maybe even 3 hours, I don't know, time ceased to exist. I spent a very long time cold calling places for gigs for next year. Didn't really have much success, wasn't really looking for success, was just kind of more so trying to narrow down what places have live music, who do I need to talk to, that kind of thing. But, oh my gosh, I don't know if any of you have ever cold called. It's not fun. I don't know, I was talking to my mom and my dad about it, and they've both said that I'm not really wired for it, which I'm not saying any of this to be like, well, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, no, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna find a way to make it work. But just the simple fact that it's so against my nature, and it's so hard for me, and it just goes against everything that I am. I'm not that cold salesman. Everything rolls off my back. I mean, you guys know I'm a pretty sensitive mofo, and I feel everything and all that stuff. And it's not like I was sitting there, oh, they don't want to book me, I must not be good enough. It's just after enough of that, you just start to feel like, damn, what am I doing? But hopefully I made a little bit of a nudge in that direction, especially because I was really trying to hit the Akron area. I haven't played much up there, and I'd love to get in a somewhat of a rotation or somewhat familiar basis up there. I think it would be a nice stretch up towards Cleveland. And I don't know, just things are moving a lot slower than I would like, and it's just a lot harder, especially because nobody wants to talk to humans, and nobody has their stuff together, and even clicking a link is too much work for some people, or they only book people that they know that they've heard, and so you have to find ways to make yourself be heard. And it's like, yeah, if I want to get out in like the Cleveland area or whatever, there's this place, they hold an open mic for their auditions, And I was like, do I really want to drive an hour to audition for one gig or whatever? It's not that I don't want it bad enough. I don't want you to think that. It's just, how many other avenues am I able to explore before I need to get to that level? I'm just trying to be as efficient with it as possible. And that might just be one of those things I might have to suck it up and do. I don't know. We'll see. But man, that feels like shit. And I'm done for the day with that. And from now on, I'm going to leave myself blocked periods of times to do it. But damn, man, this is hard. This is really hard. Even just to hit 100 gigs a year is something I still have yet to do. I'm hoping to do it next year, but I need a new strategy, or I need to figure out a better way of going about this. Looking forward to some dinner where I can just sit down and relax. Alright, I want to talk to you guys about the reality of this shit. And you're going to say, well, Austin, I thought that's what you've been doing. No, I've been sugarcoating it. I'm going to go on a rant. If you want to skip it, that's fine. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. If not, stick around. So, I'm trying to get better at everything I do. And I have all these different avenues that if I want to make it in this world as a creative musician, whatever you want to call it, I have to find a way to get as good as I possibly can at all these different things. Let me list some of them for you. Just some of the ones that come to mind. I have to be the best songwriter that I possibly can. I have to be the best guitar player that I possibly can. I need to find a way to be the best vocalist that I possibly can. I need to find a way to be the best entertainer that I possibly can. I need to find a way to get as many gigs as possible or get as much exposure as possible. I need to find a way to promote myself as good as I possibly can. Talk more about the promotion. I need to find a way to understand and put my best content out there as often as possible on every platform, and everything's different, and learning every algorithm, and that's not even a guarantee. You might send stuff out in the void and it never gets picked up if people don't like you. With the YouTube, I want to find a way to get as good at the video and the photography, and find a way to be a good storyteller, and find a way to understand thumbnails and hashtags and different titles. And I need to get as good as I possibly can at that, just so someday, maybe is the biggest part of all of this, maybe somebody will actually appreciate it someday. That's all just some of the things that come to my mind. Then you want to talk about the other stuff that everybody else in the world has to do. I need to find ways to take care of myself. I need to find ways to make it through this world living as me. I need to find ways to eat better. I need to find ways to go to the gym. I need to make sure I shower. I need to make sure that I have enough structure in my life, because God knows none of this has structure. Oh, by the way, you gotta make money. You need to find a way to make money to sustain all of this shit. That's why trust fund babies always seem to find a way, unless they turn to drugs. They always seem to find a way to do exactly what they want. You know why? Because they got that safety net. They don't have to waste their time finding ways to make the money, pinching pennies, cutting corners. They have the resources. And that's not, don't even get me started on that. But the bottom line is, I'm not complaining. Okay? I know I understand that I chose to do this. Sometimes it's just nice to get it out. Because I know no matter how much or what I say to this camera, it's always going to sit there with the same dumb look on its face. And sometimes that's nice. So right now, my biggest things, trying to continue learning as much as I can about distribution and streaming and promotion. I'm trying to find gigs for next year. I'm trying to find ways to make money so that I can sustain, and trying to just live and take care of myself along the way. And finally, just trying to make sure that I keep staying me. And it's a lot. It gets overwhelming, but we're gonna figure it all out. So this is by no means a poor me. I have it so rough. Like I said, I'm just happy to get it out. You guys take it easy on that note, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?